Hey everybody, Anthony here, specialtymotorcars.net. Got another one of my personal cars I wanted to show you. This is my 1979 Cadillac Lee Cabriolet convertible. For those who know what this car is, there's no need for explanation. But for anybody who doesn't know what this car is or the significance of this car, 1979 Cadillac offered this as a factory convertible. This car was converted by Hess and Eisenhardt. Brand new. I think the sticker price back then was about $25,000 for this Coupe DeVille that was turned into a full convertible, full power top, power quarter windows. This car is a Survivor one owner car. I bought this car, I believe it was 2017, fall of 2017, maybe it was 18, I don't even remember. This car came out of the original owner's living estate. It was a doctor in Long Island who bought this car brand new in 1979. Kind of a cool story. I met the guy, tiny little old man. Anyways, he bought this car brand new and drove it. He knew the significance of the car. He knew it was a custom car. He always wanted a Cadillac convertible, always drove Cadillacs. Bought this car from Capital Cadillac, and he was a doctor in the city, worked in New York. And he would drive this car. This was his car for a few years, from 79 up until 84, he told me. When in 84, he brought this car back into the Cadillac dealership to trade it in. He was going to buy an Eldorado convertible, one of the ASC converted Eldorado convertibles, where he kind of got snubbed off at the Cadillac dealership. I guess they didn't treat him very kindly. And he took his business elsewhere, kept this car, and ended up buying his first Subaru, and had Subarus since then. Loves Subarus, always has had Subarus. He kept this car, as he tells me, he kept this car for his grandkids, take them to the beach, and in that time frame, he accumulated 54,000 miles on this car. This car is an original one-owner car, like I said. I just put the wire wheels and white walls on it. Had base caps on it before. It's like a light gray color, flat gray, no metallic, with a blue top. The car came out of New York. It lived in New York. I got a original 79 era New York medical doctor plates. And then you can see there, that was a parking tag that came with the car, that he had in the car from when he worked at that hospital. For those who don't know what this is, that's the original Hess and Eisenhardt symbol. The hood ornament was modified on these cars to be the Hess and Eisenhardt symbol. Often damaged, stolen, and then never replaceable again. So you see a lot of these cars with the Cadillac hood ornament. This is the original top. This is the original top from 79. It's in really nice shape. Couple spots where it's just starting to, this isn't as bad as the other side, but it's just starting to show a little bit of age. You can see here on the back. But original glass rear window. Got the Lee Cabriolet emblems on it. Has all the Lee Cabriolet emblems on the, they put two Lee Cabriolet emblems on each quarter. There was the hood ornament, and then on the glove box door there was also the badging Lee Cabriolet. The chrome on the car is in very nice shape. Rear filler panels were all replaced. This is the original Capital Cadillac dealer tag. Of course, have to have the AAA Plus membership sticker. For those who are going to comment, this taillight is not original. This was added. I don't know why. I don't know if New York had different standards for third brake lights, or if he just wanted to put it on there. He put it on later, obviously. But if you look closely, somewhere on here, you can see right there, everybody knows what that is. That's the Chrysler symbol. So some car lost its third brake light and ended up on this car, but it's gonna stay. MacArthur Airport, 2019. So I must have bought it in 18. That's a parking pass. You can see here the top's just starting to separate a little bit, but it's still very soft. It's in nice shape. 1982. Medical Center parking pass. Amico, I love that stuff. I love the old stickers that came with these cars. Kind of tells you a little bit about the story. But overall, body of the car is in nice shape. It does show a little bit of wear and tear here and there, which I'm not overly crazy about cleaning up or touching up. You can see on the bottom of the fenders and stuff, just little chips and stuff like that. There's a chip in the quarter over here. But I like it just the way it is. It shows its original patina. I'm not one to just repaint a car just to do it. The car looks great. It drives down the road like it should. It's got a little wear on the inside too, but you know what? It's my car. It's an original car, and that's how I want to leave it. They obviously modified the doors on these. It's pillarless. So these windows are all custom glass. We'll pull that buzzer out. That's to remind you the keys in the ignition. It's got 54,200 miles. Automatic headlights, the Sentinel headlights, cruise control, wipers. Then they obviously modified the switches here because the Coupes didn't have power rear windows, so they took a bezel and trim plate out of a sedan and then modified that. It's got the outside temperature mirror, which is kind of neat. Let's start it up here. Got the original chime. You can see the telltale lights that light up in there. Car runs pretty good. I haven't done anything to it. I would like to do some stuff to it. Obviously try to replace this aftermarket radio with a factory. I have to give it a little tune up. It's got a little bit of a skip to it, but it's not too bad. The original steering wheel's in nice shape, no cracks. The horn pad's in pretty good shape. I do have, which is kind of neat, you can see here, Capital Cadillac Company. I know those aren't original keys, but these are the original fob key holders here, which is kind of neat. Got both of those. I'll bring you around over on the passenger side. You can see the Lee Cabriolet emblem over there. I'm also going to put the top down in this car. Actually, I'll do it right now. Got the roof latches here. Both visors go down. And the switch for this one, you can see that silver switch right there. It looks like a factory Cadillac switch. You'd think it was factory, but I'm gonna wrong way, right down. And if we don't hear the rear window blow out of it, we were successful, which is never a good sign. You can see here it sits down nicely. Also has power rear quarter windows. Those are switched here. So those we'll get the other side down. Those are kind of neat. Modified rear seat. You can see here the seat is cut down on each end to accept the rear of the roof coming down. And then all these panels were all modified as well, just to kind of give it a nice finished off look. But I'll give you a quick walk around of the car with the top down. Sits nicely. I do have the boot for the car, which is a pain in the ass to put on, so I'm not going to put it on. But I do have the original boot. It's in the trunk. But it's a good looking car. Kind of a full-size convertible. You know, really neat. They did do some reinforcements on this car. You know, it has the typical chatter like any other convertible would. But I would say Hess and Eisenhardt did a very good job when they did these cars. They did a nice job on converting them. Let me pop this door lock open here. Power passenger seat with a power recliner. You can take a look here. I have a lot of the original paperwork and stuff that the car came with. Some little trinkets. You know, some of the owner's stuff here that I like to keep with the car. These must have been his driving glasses. Oh boy, look at that. Anyways, the original hide key. I'll pop the trunk. Neat thing that I do have with this car, I believe it's in this folder here. This is really cool. Those are the original temporary tags when he bought it. Original temp tags. And then the capital Cadillac front license plate, you know, the vanity plate. I do have some other paraphernalia in here with the car. Oh, that was for on a car show, I'm sorry. In the glove box, they have some paraphernalia, I think from Hess and Eisenhardt. Rear defogger. So the car was pretty well optioned. You know, it wasn't a base Coupe DeVille. But you can see here, you know, they did a really nice job modifying the top frame and everything. I mean, it needs to be cleaned up. Some of the colors starting to get lost in the vinyl, but they did a good job. You know, they really did. Converting these cars, they weren't hacked up, but you know, technically they were. But they did a nice job, fit and finish. Really a cool car, fun car to drive. A lot of people don't understand the significance of these cars, but a lot of you Cadillac guys probably would. Got the space saver spare. I don't know where it's hiding. I think it's in that quarter over there. Here's the original top boot. The cans of not fix-a-flap, but the tire inflator. And then right there I got the original license plate frames from when the car was sold new as well. So kind of a cool car. I do have to replace those trunk pistons. I love this car. I have another one, a yellow one. It's a yellow with yellow interior, 24,000 mile car. That car is getting restored right now. So I have two of these Lecab Cabriolets. Very cool cars. If you ever get a chance to buy one, these cars are like money in the bank. Super sought after. A lot of lowrider guys like to use these cars and modify them, but these original ones, they're not making them like this anymore. So you if you can find a nice original car, by all means scoop it up and keep it just the way it is, and it'll be worth money. I'm gonna pop my plate on it. I'll take you for a quick ride, and I'll let you go on this Sunday afternoon. All right, I got my plate on the car. Gonna take you for a quick spin in a 1979 Lecab Cabriolet convertible. If this is one of your first videos you've seen of mine, definitely take a look at my page. You can see a lot of cars that I sold. There we are. I love looking at my reflection. I don't know. I know I'm not the only one that looks at their reflection driving by a glass front storefront. You see the car cruising by. But if this is your first video, definitely check out my channel and subscribe if you like these old caddies, these big cars. And keep an eye out. I get a lot of cool old cars for sale. A lot of GM stuff, but I also get Fords, Lincolns, Mercurys, that stuff. So definitely keep an eye out. If there's something you like, give me a call, 978-930-1004. And let me know how I can help you out. I chase these old classics down, me and my father, and get them ready, get them for sale again. And we find new owners, new collectors out there who want to get into the market of these old cars and have one to remember those days. Let me know. So definitely subscribe, like my video, and share it if you like. Definitely share it on your page. Not a lot of people know what these cars are, so it's kind of cool to get a video of it driving down the road, and people will be able to check it out. But this is it. This is 1979 Lecab Cabriolet cruising right here. Get the top down, get the wire wheels spinning. Gonna go pick up my wife and my daughter. Gonna put the baby seat in the back. Take her for a nice ride. We'll get some ice cream. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday, and I'll talk to you next this week. I got some new inventory coming in, so I'll get you some videos of that stuff too. Talk to you soon. Thanks.
Woo! You having fun?